All right, good morning. My name is Brett Thomas, and I'm one of the operations section chiefs here with Pacific Northwest Team 3. I'd like to just give you an update of yesterday's operations and then, of course, our plans today out on the Camp Creek fire. Yesterday, we had a very successful day. We continue to run a 3-division fire. We, of course, did not have we didn't have any sort of night operations out there. It's just purely a day operation. And I'll just go around the horn here. I'm going to start off in Division Alpha. Continuing along with a lot of the plans that we've had in previous shifts, but really the primary focus yesterday and today will be to continue to secure that primary line along the 12 road. And so there's still a tremendous amount of the vegetation that was manipulated there as we prepared those lines and removed quite a few hazard trees. And so that material is we continue to move it out to a common place. Off of the incident, and of course along that there is some mop-up that's continuing along that road. So crews are engaged along that primary line there. There's a little bit of our work continuing up on one of our contingency lines up on the 1211 road, but really we're kind of putting some of the finishing touches on that and should have that completed by end of shift. As we come around the horn into what we refer to as Division Kilo, kind of on our eastern edge of this incident. Actually, we really are focusing today. There's a piece of mechanized line that was put in a number of shifts ago from the previous incident management team, and that line connects the 12 road, of course, up to the 1211 road, or the 1210 road there, and so that line has is between these two road systems. It's what we refer to as being plumbed, so it's got a water show in there, and we're actually going to implement quite a bit of mop up in there today with 3 of our hand crews. So that'll be an active place for us today, and we'll take advantage of that water show and try and get that line further secured in there. Continuing around, of course, along this primary line here. Actually quite a bit of chipping and removing material as well that was a result of putting in that line. That will continue today. This part of the fire here, there's really been no change to that on our eastern perimeter. It's still open line out there. We're monitoring that from the air. It's just some very, very difficult terrain in which at this point we don't have any of our resources committed into that part of the fire. Coming around into Papa yesterday, another very successful day. Some continued work on the 440 road there. We had some mastication work along with some chipping that went along, and that's really just intended to help secure this southern part of Division Papa. We've got a couple crews working in there. We refer to these as a couple of eyebrows along that 14 road, and those areas continue to have some mop up, and really we're kind of finishing up quite a bit of that mop up in those 2 eyebrow areas. So a successful day across all 3 of the divisions. We are noticing, certainly as was forecasted with the weather, certainly an uptick with our temperatures, some drop in the relative humidity. So we're prepared for that. We'll be taking a couple more looks from using some of our aviation assets today, just to keep an eye on this open part of the fire, and recognizing if we do see some areas that need some attention. From those assets, we'll certainly use them accordingly. So, because we do have a very strong complement of aviation assets that are assigned to the incident. So, appreciate you listening in, and we'll do the same again tomorrow. Thanks.